you've waited for a while?
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming to OU games since I was 8 or 9,
Sure.
and one of my first baseball games was a Bedlam game. So going into Stillwater, beautiful stadium, hostile crowd, it's fun, something you look forward to for a long time.
Getting thrown in here as a freshman, how do you feel like it's just gone, just overall?
Well, it's been tough early, but I feel like I'm starting to turn it around, starting to get going. As a team, we're playing well. We didn't play well last weekend, but we're playing well overall and kind of continuing to get better each weekend.
Feel good to get going offensively here over
Yeah.
the last couple weeks, and particularly on Tuesday night, I have a couple hits in the game.
Yeah, it's nice to get some confidence, be able to go out there and feel like you belong and feel like you should be out there competing. So it's nice to get some confidence and go out there and play.
How important was Tuesday, just after obviously a tough weekend here, to bounce back and play well against a good team?
Tuesday was huge. I mean, it's hard to go out there after a weekend like that and go drive 3 hours and have energy and play good as a team, but we did that. We came ready to go and we played well, played together, so it was perfect.
For you also, just how much fun is it that you're getting to do this with your dad, kind of just like old times and being in a place where he has so much history?
I mean, it's fun. It's different for sure. Going from him being in New York, he was gone all the time, and now we see each other every day. So it's different for sure, but it's a welcome different, if that makes sense.
Was it a lock for you to wear 77? Was that always the plan?
I'm not sure it was always the plan. I was going to wear number 7, and then Kenny's been here for 20 years, so I had to switch it up a little bit.
Jaxon, does it mean anything special being an in-state kid, possibly playing the last conference Bedlam?
For sure, just because this means so much to everybody around the state. I mean, you're going to have people going to work bragging depending on how we do or how it goes. So for everybody around the state, it means something, so it definitely means something to us.
And how would you assess your season so far at the plate, and what's it like working with your dad on specifically on hitting?
Well, I mean, I kind of struggled early, but I feel like I just had to get my feet wet, get underneath me, understand that it's no different than the game I've played for my whole life. So having my dad there definitely helps. It helps with him and Russ and Todd. They all help me a lot. So just being able to go out there and know they have my back and know they trust me helps a lot.
When you're going through a slow start, how tough is it to just stay with the process and not be results driven as much as just stacking good ABs?
Yeah, that's really important, but also really hard to do because you go out there and everywhere shows your batting average and shows that you don't have any home runs. So you see it and you're like, man, I want to get 4 hits in this one at bat. But you can't do that. You guys just worry about seeing pitches, battling, and ultimately winning pitches and winning at bats.
Defensively, has it been a pretty easy adjustment for you playing shortstop at this level?
I wouldn't say easy, but we put the time in the fall, and in the fall we made sure every practice felt like a game and every inter-squad felt just as intense as Friday night against Oklahoma State with 8,000 people in the stands. So whenever you do that in the fall, you have a kind of a learning curve in the fall, but now that you're here, it kind of feels like you've adjusted well.
Going into this series, do you kind of sense an increased hunger from guys just knowing how that last midweek against OSU went?
Yeah, I feel like anytime you get to go play Oklahoma State, especially in Stillwater, it makes you're driven and you're wanting to play. But especially after last couple weeks ago when we played them, it makes everyone want to go out there and play better.
Way backtracking, but how did that hit against Nebraska at the very beginning of the season help you just kind of get settled in a little bit? Like, okay.
Yeah. Well, it felt amazing because I felt like I had pretty good at bats all weekend and I didn't have any hits, and then I finally got and broke through, and when I broke through, it kind of felt like I just had a calming come over me and I was able to relax and play the game I've always played.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.